NFC matchup in store between the Minnesota Vikings and the Philadelphia Eagles. The Florida Atlantic man, Greg Joseph, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. It's a squib kick fielded just inside the 20. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. First play, and Hurts looking to throw it. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Throwing on 2nd and long. Hurts. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. They'll run with Cook. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets them down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
On 2nd and goal, Cousins, touchdown. Herb Smith Jr., a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Throwing is Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. Line of scrimmage, the 9. 2nd and about a yard. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal. Hurts steps away to his left. Jalen Hurts taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Eagles are an extra point away from taking the lead. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's up and good, so they go the conservative route instead, and it gets them a 7-6 lead here in the opening quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
From the 30 on second down, Cousins. He's got Smith here. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
First down. Here's Cousins. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Cousins again. Throw left side complete. That's Cook. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. 3rd and 4, he did just enough, and I mean just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
A first down throw for Cousins. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. On 1st and 10, Cousins buying time to his left. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, the best don't mind making tough throws, but that was a real difficult one right there. Out of the pocket, trying to beat double coverage. More times than not, that's going to end up as an incomplete pass, if not worse.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 14. 15 yards there on the catch and run. First down, here's the run with Cook. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Here's Cook again. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Vikings are once again back in front. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Kevin O'Connell choosing to leave his guys out there, and they'll go for 2. Cousins will try and throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Interesting call there. They went for 2 even after the penalty from the 7-yard line. It didn't pay off.
I think the first thought is to go ahead and kick the extra point, but you're not kicking it from the 7-yard line.
Yeah, because
right?
you get pushed 5 back on the PAT as well.
Right, so they have to take it from the 15 to administer the penalty. So now you're kicking it around 40 yards. So I understand why they probably went for 2 there. They thought they had a better play and a better chance in that situation.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flush to his right. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts being chased out left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage. There's just too many bodies to maneuver.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Slot man moves right. Cousins on 1st down. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Hurts to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Sanders has it over the middle. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Forced it, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Sacks, a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the 1st down sack. Hurts fumbles it, and this belongs to the Vikings. That play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down a defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there, someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up and slide and protect what you've earned.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this 1st half of action. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Now Cousins. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. And this is going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. 4th down, Cousins. That's complete to K.J. Osborne. He's got room at the 30, through the middle of the field. Wow, first and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. So on fourth down, a big-time completion, and the defense, they've got to be shaking their heads right now.
Not only shaking their heads, but understand that they committed one of those cardinal sins that they say they can't do at any time. They committed an eye violation, had their eyes in one place, and allowed the deep ball behind them.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
They try again with Cook. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. This Eagle defense, they won't give in without a fight. This is third and goal. Cousins now. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Cousins to throw for it on fourth. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with a football. An incompletion there on fourth and goal from the 3. And this Eagle defense stands tall down near the goal line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety.
The goal was a score just before the break, but I'm not sure that a safety was how they expected to do it. But give the defenders credit. They saw how the series was starting out, and I think it increased their intensity. This was their chance to make a huge play before the half, and all they needed was one play to get it done.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Cousins now to throw on first down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. And with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Again, it's Cousins sliding out of the pocket. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal. Cousins to throw it. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings go up by 2 touchdowns. This time, the extra point up and good. And it's now 21-7. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. A fairly short kick from the 14. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clean.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dallas Goedert, 71 yards. And the Eagles are back within a score. The call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for 2 here, he says. Hurts will throw. Dancing to his left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
And this will be a Vikings first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Here's Madison running on first down. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. On play action, Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, 58 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. And oh, it's wide right. No good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded right around the 8. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but that's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked by Cameron Bynum. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. And that was one that I kind of saw coming. Charge had a free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means the free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there.
Flushed out right. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. A loss of 2 there, second down. Here's Cousins. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it's 3rd and 4 now. To throw, Cousins on the move to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Eagles defense able to hold. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Going deep here for Watkins. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Eagles are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Kene Nwagu now out of his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this. He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Vikings are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 20. Well, that was almost a 4-point swing. The interception, if he had returned it all the way, would have been 2 for them, but just a little bit shy.
And when it's a play like that, you're exactly right with the math, but don't you feel like it would have counted for more if they found their way all the way back to the end zone and gotten the 2? That changes the whole momentum, doesn't it?
And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 1st down, Hurts. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked by Cameron Bynum. And the Vikings are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. To throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. He sets to fire deep. And this is caught at the 20. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Frankly, I don't know that this defense knows what to do anymore. Just look at their body language out there. The passing game has absolutely been relentless throughout.
Showed off the juke, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6-yard line. Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. To throw is Cousins. Steps away to his left. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. K.J. Osborne from 6 yards away. And the Vikings have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter. They'll try and throw for it. Now into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Vikings are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with it. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Vikings are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. A big loss on the play. That's the bad news. A consolation, they keep the football. Looking at it from the defense's perspective, they could have really used the football to try to start eating into this deficit.
Yeah, because now possession's so crucial at this stage of the game. And when you've got an opportunity to hop on a turnover and you don't get it, you can feel the frustration all the way up here.
And the offense, they're living right now. Another bounce and break that goes their way. To try again after the sack. Cousins escaping the pressure right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He got out of it. There was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling. His receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. They'll drop to throw. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Quez Watkins, 33 yards. And the Eagles have got it back to a two-score game here in the fourth. They'll look to throw. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the one. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the two-point attempt is turned aside. Nwangu now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a two-score game, the interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off. They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Third and short yardage, Cousins. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Cousins. And that is is incomplete. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
They go play action. Cousins. Flush to his right. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Off the play fake, Cousins. And incomplete on the deep ball.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. On third down, Cousins. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. Touchdown! T.J. Hockenson, 26 yards. And the Vikings have opened up a 3-score lead as they pull away here in the fourth. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Let's go. Here we go. Six the Eagles. Top low 18.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Throwing, Cousins. Buying time to, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Cousins. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Over the middle, complete. It's Osborne. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Cousins here to throw. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, 63 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26. And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The end result, 21 yards.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your number one cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Play action now. Cousins. He's got a man. Complete. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Throwing here, Cousins. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown on a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Throwing is Hurts. On the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You always think about picking up the first down, but in this case, they were thinking about something bigger. They were thinking about the home run shot and took it downfield. Unable to connect, but admire the...
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Harrison Smith.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off.
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
T.J. Hockenson.
A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by James Bradbury. He's at the 50. The 30. 10. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Hurts. He's going to let it fly. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ball game. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has